Hello everyone. Today's lecture we'll be talking about Google Maps. Before moving any further, let's take an analogy and then we'll understand how are the steps implemented. Right? Let's say we are going to create a library in our city, a public library. So that is step number 1. We're going to create a library. Step number 2 would be we go to the mayor of the city and give him a letter saying that we want to use the library or we want to create a new library in our city. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, the mayor says, all right, I will create a library for you, but you need to take certain permissions, or you need to get the permissions from 2 or 3 different people. So that is our step number 3. And step number 4, we need to resource. All right, step number 4 is our library is built, our permissions are set, and then we need a resource to access the library. That is, the resource is the key. And the key is being built somewhere else. In our case, it's Google, but yeah, we need to get the key in order to use the library. Having done that, we got the key. Now, after getting the key, we're good to go. We've entered the library. And then inside the library, now we can set different parameters, or we can choose our seat. We can choose whether to close the window or to open the window. We can choose what sort of markers we'd like to use, whether we use the green marker or use the red marker, depends upon our preferences. So this is the real world analogy. At first, we need a library. So we requested the mayor. The mayor says go and get the permissions from different sort of people. And then we needed a resource to access the library, in this case, a key. And then we got the key, and then we entered the library, and then we made our preferences, like choosing the places, or designing the curtains, or whether to open the window or not to open the window, etc. So, having said that, let's get back to our real world project, or the Android Studio project. The first analogy, the library we'd like to build was a project Google Map. So what we do, we want to make a library. So we go to the file, new project. Okay, and then our case, we were building a library. So similarly here, we are building a Google Maps activity. Go to next. And then we give the name of the library, or these are the common stuffs, and then we click on finish. All right, here I've already built one, so I'm not going to create it again. All right, so step number 1 is done. So we want to build a library that was equivalent to creating a new project with Google Map. Okay, second step was we took a letter and we told the mayor that we'd like to build a library in our city. It's similar to, we go to Gradle script and we go to build.gradle. Right? So any libraries we want to use, we are going to specify in the build.gradle file. Okay? So similarly, what we did here was we specified the library here. So we said, okay, we'd like to use this libraries. It was similar to, so let's say build.gradle is a mayor, then we are going to tell that, okay, mayor, implement this library for us, or implement these things for us. The mayor says, okay, I'm implementing. After hitting on sync, the mayor says, okay, the library is done for you. But after the library is done, you need certain memberships, right? So it's similar to going to manifest and getting the membership or the permissions. So these are the 3 permissions we need in order to use the library. So having done that, and having setting the permissions, third thing is we need the resource to access, or we need the key, right? So key is our resource. That's why key is located inside resource folder, and inside values there's one XML file created. This is automatically created for us, so we need not do anything. So key is our resource, so it is located inside resource folder. So keep that in mind. All right, so this is the key, or this is the key we need to get. For getting this key, there's a link. It's similar to you are in front of a library, and there's a notice that you need to get the key from the guard, or you need to get the key from a certain building in order to use the library, right? So here, let's say this is a lock and this is a key, and then you need to get the key from this location, or let's say this is the guard's room. So you need to go to the guard's room and get the key. Our case, guard's room is this location. So control click on this link and then go to the guard's room. So this is our guard's room, and we need to get the key. Or we went to the guard and said, okay, we'd like to create a project, or we'd like to enter the library. And then we continued. So we have expressed our interest in entering the library and for getting the key, and then we have continued. So we said, okay, create a key for us, or get us a key. And the guard will go to his drawer, or go to a place where he has kept the key, and then he'll create, or he'll get the key for us. Now, so see here, this is 16 August, right? And this is the key the guard has got for us. So we use this key, we'll copy this key, and then we go to our project and replace this key with the key we got. So we hit Control V. Okay. So this is the key we've got, and we've replaced the default key from here. Okay. So far so good, and we're good to go now. We expressed our interest in creating a new library. We went to the mayor, and the mayor said, okay, I'll build the library for you, but you need to get the permission from the manifest. And we went to the manifest, and we stated our permission, or we expressed our interest in getting the permission. And then again, we go to the values, or since we need a resource to enter the library, the resource is the key. So key is located inside the resource folder inside the Google Maps _API.xml. And then let's say this is the guard's room. So we need to get the key from the guard's room in order to enter the library. So we went to the browser, and then we did our steps, and we copied the key from here, this location, and then we simply pasted the key. Now, after doing all of this thing, or retrofitting, we are now finally going to use the library. Okay, so inside the maps activity, and so since everything is ready, so keep that in mind. So since everything is ready, we're going to change inside on map ready. It's as simple as that. And inside the on map ready, now we are going to use the Google Map. Okay, for that, for expressing anything inside Google Map, it is expressed as latitude and longitude. This is the latitude and longitude of Kathmandu, or Nepal, let's say. So anything or location we represent with latitude and longitude. So we make a variable of type lat long. So this is latitude and longitude. And now, since we said everything or the maps are to be represented or to be made inside on map ready, we say so the Google Map is equals to this thing, and then we do whatever we like. We set the map type. So map type is a method. It comes like this, like map dot set. So there are plenty of methods we can choose from. Setting the map types, okay, so setting the UI settings, setting the zoom controls, anything we like. So these are the settings. Fine. So after doing all of this, we can set the camera position as well. The camera position is whenever we start the Google Map for the first time, it is the location where the focus would be. We see in our example now. So once we start the camera position or this camera position, and if the target is Nepal, then the focus would be in Nepal at first, or Nepal here is a latitude and longitude here. So once we start, the first focus would be on this thing or that location. Okay, similarly, we can add a circle around our map. We can add the lines, multiple lines. We'll see all of this in our next lecture. For now, we can set the features of the map using mmap dot and the method name. Okay, it's like simply we can say, let's take an analogy of the real life. Let's say set zoom controls enable means, let's say, whether you want to open the window or close the window. Once you enter the library, whether you want to open the window or you want to close the window. All right, so whether you want to open the door or close the door. It's as simple as that. You can set all the preferences. And the marker thing. So first is the marker, the map. Let's say the map is the inside view of the library. Then the marker is like a green board, not the whiteboard, but the green board where you pin the things, right? You pin some notices on the green board. So it's like that. So the marker, we can set different things. Like we can set the title. We can set the position of the marker. Or we can set the color of the marker. So first thing is the map, and inside the map is the marker. Always keep that in mind. First thing is the map, and inside the map is a marker. And we can set different properties of map and markers as well. So we'll see different properties of maps and marker in the next class. For now, maps, and inside the maps is a marker. So since markers, they are part of maps, we can create as many markers as we like. So here we're creating one marker. Let's say marker. So this is a marker. That means then we're adding the marker in the map. So if this is our map, then we're adding the marker. And inside the marker are the features of the marker, like the title of the marker, the icon we'd like to use inside the marker, the position of the marker, and the position is latitude and longitude. Okay, so we can add as many markers as we like. So in a real life example, our marker would be the pin in Brisbane or the pin in Kathmandu. So those are our markers. We'll see these things in this emulator as well. So this is our map, and this is our marker. So this is our marker. These are the markers, and this is our map. And then we can change the features of the maps or the markers. Let's say I'd like to change the map type. Then I need to change the map, or I need to change the methods of the map. If I'd like to change the marker images or the marker title, let's say if I click on it, this is Herald. So if I want to change this title, then I need to change the property of marker, or property of marker is changed from here, marker.title. Okay, similarly, doing mmap.addMarker, I can add as many markers I want, right? And these positions, they are simply latitudes and longitudes. Okay, now when I need to add click listeners or the events means whenever I click anywhere on the map, then it should be something meaningful. Or if I want to keep something meaningful in the map, let's say that way, then I need to set the click listeners, let's say. So map.set on marker click listener. This means it's self-explanatory. Map. In the map, whenever I click set on marker click listener, so whenever I click on the marker, not anywhere else. So whenever I click on the markers, okay, then I get a callback. Means what I get here, this method is called, or marker click method is called, and when this method is called, I write something here. What I did, I wrote a toast message saying that I should get the title of that particular marker. That means when I click on this marker, this is Herald. This is the toast I get because this is the title of this marker. Now, when I click on this marker, so Herald click or Herald click. So this is the title. This is the title of this marker. So this is how we handle events. I hope you have understood a basic overview of the Google Maps and how to set it up. We'll dive further in our next lecture. Till then, have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.